There it is. I'm not sure what you were expecting to see when we turned on the Weather Institute for Climate Knowledge Campus Cam, the Dig Cam. But that's what you get. You get some blue sky, you get some clouds. And you say, well, it's really cloudy today. Yeah, you haven't seen anything yet. Clouds are coming. More clouds are coming, I should say. Little teensy bit of a breeze today that will come actually as clouds increase later on today. Dry today, dry tonight. We start out dry tomorrow, which gives you ample time to start building an ark. Some of you can, with carpentry skills, can start building the boat, and the rest of you can go start getting pairs of animals for the ark. Because it's going to start raining tomorrow. Late tomorrow afternoon into the evening, it'll start. And then it's going to rain tomorrow night. It's going to rain Wednesday. It's going to rain Thursday. It's going to rain Friday. And then we've got a big potential weather thing coming this weekend. Suffice it to say, if you are a person who likes the rain, I don't imagine your hand will be out of your pants all week, starting tomorrow night. If you do not like the rain, you're going to have a miserable weather week. It's going to be a moist one. Again, starting tomorrow at late afternoon into the evening, the moist arrives, and the moist is going nowhere. Nowhere. So if you're a fisherman, I would go today or tomorrow morning. I will be going. I have to work. I'm starting a 24-hour shift here in a little bit. Not a little bit, but later on today. I'm going fishing today. I have not been fishing yet. I'm going fishing because this is going to be the dry day where I can go fishing. Maybe after work tomorrow, I will sneak out of the station and do a little fishing before I come and do WYCEL. Or after WYCEL. No, it has to be after WYCEL. I'm just talking to myself out loud now. Hi, everybody. I'm Peter. 50s today. 50s to basically 50s all week, by the way. The temps basically in the 40s overnight all week. Dry today, dry to wet tomorrow, and then moist Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the weekend, again, keep an eye on the weekend. We'll talk about it as we get closer to the weekend. We have a very interesting thing on, very interesting weather system this weekend. Heads up. Speaking of interesting weather, the South is fucked again. Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Northwest Mississippi, those same areas been getting pounded every fucking week, it seems. They're going to get pounded again late today, tonight. Those poor fuckers are just not catching a break. Every week it seems they're getting hit. So for today, well, late today and overnight tonight, Texas, Louisiana, Northwest Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, those areas. Then that system, severe weather again, builds and moves. And those same, basically, this happened last week and the week before, and the week before is going to happen again this week. This is that pattern we've been in all fucking winter. It's just not going anywhere. And if this pattern continues for the next month or two, we could have a historically active hurricane season. The water temperatures have not quite warmed up to their summer temps yet. But once they do, if this pattern continues itself, we could have a very, very active hurricane season. In fact, I'm leaning towards a very active hurricane season. If you're a fan of hurricanes, well, not being hit by them, of course, but a fan of watching hurricanes and seeing how they develop and where they track and all that, you could have a very, very good hurricane season this year, which is bad for those people in the path of those hurricanes. But again, if you geek out on Atlantic cyclones, this is going to be a good hurricane season for you, I think. Dry today, start out dry tomorrow. We get wet. Well, ladies, you know what I mean. And then Wednesday, we remain wet. And then Thursday, we remain wet. Friday, we remain wet. And then the weekend could be very interesting for us. Not in a good way at all. At all. Not talking snow, by the way. So, hey, Peter, Mama, Peter said it's going to snow this week. No, Peter didn't fucking say it's going to snow this weekend. Peter's saying it could be a very, very, very interesting weather system this weekend. That's what Peter said. Peter said nothing of snow. By the way, we're not out of the woods for snow yet. Heads up. Not this weekend. Okay, I'm just saying that we could still get snow. It's only still March. Just Is it March? No, it's April. Let me check my watch. Oh, hey, it's the 4th of April. We have been in March for 4 days. We can still see snow. Calm down. What else? Softball, July 2nd. Here's a little interesting thing for those of you that are here or watching the replay at a later time. I was contacted last night by someone who is a fan of the page. This person is very involved in a special charity, one that we support, have supported, I should say, have supported. And they're going to field a team. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is the team that I'm going to be cheering for. I don't know how well they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to be very successful or if they're not going to be. I have no idea. But here's what it is. The Lehigh Valley Special Olympics softball team is going to be playing in our tournament. So I am excited for this. I am cheering for them. I don't know what team yet they're going to register for. But the Lehigh Valley Special Olympics is going to be fielding a softball team in our tournament. It will be consisting of athletes and coaches, and they're going to be playing on one team for a different charity. It's not even for their charity. They're playing for a different charity. So that is right now, my team to be cheering for. And I don't know what other team could possibly be fielded that I would be cheering harder for. Well, I mean, if a bunch of ladies from the Pleasure Dome decide to play softball, I might be cheering for them. That's the Whitehaven Ballet, by the way. Yeah, but I'm excited for this. I'm very, very excited for this. When Donna messaged me last night and asked me about if they could do it, I was like, fuck yes, they can. Why can't they? Absolutely goddamn. As long as they're 16 years old and want to play, they can absolutely play. Which reminds me, July 2nd up, and I wrote 8 teams, 8 charities. If you would like to play, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a fun time. And now there's going to be this team in it that I feel like everybody is going to sentimentally be cheering for, whether they're playing for them, against them, or just watching. So I'm excited for that. If you would like to play, we've lowered the registration fee from $50 to $40. We can't go any lower than that because that covers your uniform. What uniform, you ask? You get a custom baseball cap for the team you're playing on, and you get a custom jersey for the team you're playing on, complete with your name on the back and whatever number you want, 1 or 2 digit number on the front and back. They're sweet, kick-ass uniforms, by the way. If you like the ones from last year, you're going to love the ones from this year. They are better. They are superior. So it's $40. If you have already registered to play and you paid the $50, you have the option of getting a refund of that $10. You let us keep it and it'll go to your team's charity. We'll do that. Give you that information on getting that $10 refund if you want it later on. But right now, registration is $40, $40. I can't go any lower. Again, pays for the uniforms. If you would like to play, please do. Go to our website, theweathercenter.com. Scroll all the way down from the homepage. You'll see the softball logo. Click on it. It's very easy to register. $40. It's going to be a great time. All of the teams are sponsored. All 8 teams are sponsored. All 8 teams have a charity. You can find them on the website, I think. And the companies that have sponsored each team, all that money goes to the charities. So every team is going to get a lump sum money immediately. And the better your teams do, the more money your teams will make. I'm sorry, your charities will make. Other companies like Snydersville Raceway have sponsored the umpires. That money goes to charities. One Nut Side Out, Tim and his wife, they have sponsored something, and I don't remember. Oh, it's the field, the main field. That money is going to the championship. So that team the winning team's charity is going to get a bigger lump sum of money. But every win you get, your charity will get more and more money. It's a great time. It's a great cause. You should join. You should play. You don't have to be a fucking athlete. Just come out and have a good time. If you can't run, we will find a pinch runner for you. Walt Sharpley is the umpire in charge. There's other umpires, volunteer umpires. By the way, if you'd like to volunteer to be an umpire, let us know, please. Walt Sharpley is the head umpire for the tournament. Maybe Walt will run for you if you're playing on his field. If you're playing on the other field, maybe the home plate umpire will run for you. That would be kind of fun, actually. Maybe the home plate umpire should be the pinch runner for everybody who wants a pinch runner, that is. I don't know. It's going to be a good time. Blue Steel Vodka will be there making their slushies, which were delicious. And they'll have their vodka, which is even delicious. I said delicious. Yeah, I said it. Fuck you. I said it. Red Bull could sponsor the tournament. They're not. But they could, Red Bull, if you're watching. I drink a lot of your shit. A lot. Mr. Graham, hello. Hello and welcome back from Florida.
Good morning, sir. Thank you. Mark
Um,
Drumbor, real quick, is asking, will the AED be on standby? Haven't done a lot of running in a while.
there will be no AEDs at the field. You will sign a waiver saying that if you drop down in the field, you may or may not be revived. Well, I should say you may or may not have efforts to revive you performed. You might just watch and drink. We
Could
might
could
use
we
you as a table.
could we check with Walt Sharpley? See the last time he did a bunch of wind sprints was?
Maybe if you drop dead on, let's not even talk about jinx ourselves. Let's just stop talking about that
Yeah,
because we
probably
will
a good
totally
idea.
fucking jinx ourselves.
That is
Um,
correct.
Mr. Graham, is there anything else to mention? There's new Coxwag. There's a lot of new Coxwag on the website, by the way. theweathercenter.com/store, STORE, Palmerton. If you go, there's a lot of new designs. We brought back the Ukraine, the Defend Ukraine design out of popular demand. There is the Putin Devil shirt. That money goes to Ukraine from those shirts. Disaster team stuff is up, hoodies and t-shirts. If you saw me last week, I wore one. I got the first one. I wore it. I posted a picture of it. They're phenomenal. Of course they are. They're from Rescue 51, the official screen printer of the weather. Um, that money goes to the disaster team. And then there's other shit too. There's the eye chart shirt, which I have here. Stand by. Stand by. Uh, here's the eye chart shirt. I have one. It's soft. It's very soft. There it is. Nobody fucking knows what a coastal fucking storm is gonna fucking do until a coastal fucking storm fucking does it. And then on the back right shoulder is the box DE logo, which is on all the apparel, by the way, with the exception of the Ukraine stuff. But all the weather stuff now will have that box DE on the back right shoulder. It's called branding, not like a cow and a hot cattle prod. Not branding. Or if you'd like to be branded with the DE logo, I'm sure we could get someone to make a brand you. This is a lot less painful. Mr. Graham, anything?
Let's see. I do think we need to maybe create some Whitehaven ballet swag.
Maybe we will. Maybe we'll make a Whitehaven Ballet design.
That
The
would be
Whitehaven Ballet, by the way, is the Pleasure Dome Adult Club in Whitehaven.
yes. Eric Ayab saying we talked about branding last week. Let's do it.
Yes, a la Yellowstone. We'll put it right here over your heart. If you haven't seen the show Yellowstone, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. You're also missing out. Excellent show. Excellent show. And I don't watch TV because I don't like TV. And this shit just doesn't interest me. But Yellowstone, hooked. That was a hook.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Good. It's excellent. It's fucking excellent. I did start watching 1883. It's terrible. It's not terrible. It's just not. Yeah, which is like the prequel to Yellowstone. They didn't need to make it. There's only one season of 1883, apparently. Now I understand why there's only one season of 1883. But
Rich
there's some cool
Young,
cameos in it.
Rich
There's
Young.
Tom Hanks does a cameo in it. Billy Bob Thornton does a cameo in it. It's pretty interesting. Billy Bob Thornton, by the way, does not look like Billy Bob Thornton in it. Tom Hanks, and Tom Hanks looks like Tom Hanks. They all have
Uh,
that Civil War like goatee thing going.
yes. Rich Young checking in saying Emerald uncomfortably close to Palmerton.
Correct. That will be another Coxwag design.
So I'm liking the variety of cockswag ideas here.
Yes.
Other than that, some questions on weather for next weekend from Mark Trumbore, but we only do
This
the
weekend
3 day.
coming up or the weekend after?
This weekend coming up
Moist.
in Atlantic City.
Oh, moist.
So you're saying HorrorCon could be a new set for Sharknado?
Well,
Is
we're
oh
gonna
my
have to keep
god,
an we're gonna have to keep
Sharknado
an
live.
we're gonna have to keep an eye on the weather this week. But there is a very, very good potential for a system this weekend. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that because it could be one for the books.
So what you're saying is Sharknado live from Atlantic City.
Maybe.
With all the sausage and shrimp you can eat.
I think Sharknado's copyrighted.
I'm sure we can come up with something creative, though.
Whale NATO doesn't have the same ring. Dolphin NATO does not have the same ring. Jellyfish NATO doesn't have the same ring. Stingray NATO? Nope, too hard to say.
We'll come up with something.
Prehistoric man-eater NATO? Something.
Gabriel Metric, I come for the rants and stayed for the weather.
You and a lot of other people, Gabe. You and a lot of
Rich
other
Young, shark mode. We're not going into
Shark mode.
We're not going into Godzilla mode. Full on shark mode.
We should call it flying shark mode. There we go. That's how we get around Sharknado. Flying shark mode.
Flying shark mode. Oh man, that just sounds too kind of epically de weather.
That is what we'll do for all coastal storms. We will go into flying shark mode.
Mark Trumbore saying sperm whale NATO.
Sperm NATO? No, not sperm NATO. That's a whole different video.
Coming soon to onlyfans.com/deweather.
Sperm NATO. Is it coming soon or just came?
Holy shit, there's a movie poster coming today.
Oh, whiteout. Yeah.
That one's already trademarked, but
No. The sperm NATO, and then the subtitle will be whiteout.
that's the sequel.
Sperm NATO 2, whiteout. Then when we get desperate for the franchise, it will be Sperm NATO 3, the return of the Stay Puft Man. Mommy, that's not the Stay Puft Man.
Can we get a 14-foot tall sperm costume made up?
I'm sure somewhere. If you can't find it on Amazon, you can probably find it on Wish. Somewhere, I'm sure there is a sperm mascot.
Actually, I know a guy who makes those for a living, like the mascot costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Trumbore, free pearl necklace with every ticket.
Oh, that's Sperm NATO 1. Sperm NATO pearl necklace. Mommy, that's not kind of the oyster you get pearls from.
We have gone down a hole here. I'm not sure what hole we've gone down, but it's a hole.
Man, we could make an Alice in Wonderland parody, but she's not going down the rabbit hole. Yikes, how do we get here? I don't know how we got here. So recapping for you very quickly. The little bit of a breeze we have today will diminish. It will become calm later on today, calm tonight. Clouds are going to build, though. It's going to look menacing. Fear not. It will be dry. Tonight, dry, starting out dry tomorrow, cloudy tomorrow, cloudy tonight. And then tomorrow afternoon into the evening, the moist arrives, and the moist arrives, it stays. It doesn't go anywhere for days. Temps in the 50s today and tomorrow and Wednesday. We might get close to 60 tomorrow and Wednesday. And then the lows tonight, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, into the 40s. 40s. Not terrible. Not bad. But if you're not a fan of the moist, again, you're going to have a horrible, horrible latter half of this week. I think we're done. I've got nothing else. We've covered the weather. We've covered softball. We've covered cockswag. And speaking of covering, we've talked about what? That's all I got. I got nothing else. We're going to go to Discord now. Discord. I'm not even going to break down Discord. If you know what Discord is by now, then you're just never, ever going to know. I should mention this. Obviously, we're on Facebook because you're probably watching us on Facebook. We have YouTube because those of you who are not watching on Facebook are watching on YouTube. We also have an Instagram. You should follow us on Instagram. We have a Twitter. You should follow us on Twitter. We have a TikTok, too, that we have not been using, that we're going to start using. Because with all the little videos we make now, I now make little 15-second TikTok videos out of those. Pretty cool. So then we're going to start using TikTok. We have Snapchat, too, and for $9.99 a month, I'll send you snaps. Just kidding. It's free. It's the weather snaps. Everything is the weather center, except on Snapchat, it's the weather snaps, because it's Snapchat. And that's what you do on Snapchat. You snap. The weather snaps on the end. I think that's it. We have other stuff, too. I just can't think of what they are right now.
I
You'll
think
learn
pearl
more about them
necklace
in it.
videos on TikTok will get us banned from there.
Yeah, but not on Twitter. Have you seen what some people post on Twitter? Sometimes it looks like a Pornhub app.
Research ongoing.
I'm telling you, there is like Pornhub stuff that puts Pornhub to shame on Twitter. I had no idea. I saw it like, oh, this is gonna get in trouble, but nope. People post all kinds of things, and I'm not talking like Cinemax R-rated stuff. I'm talking like full-blown, bold, Arial black, XXX. That's why I don't use Twitter very much. It offends me. That's what I got. I'm going to Discord now. I love you all. Ladies, I love you a little bit more. Sign up for softball. Buy some cockswag. Touch yourself. I don't know. Bye. Graham, who produces the show, puts graphics up. There they are.
Forgot we
Those are
had
the club
that.
members you're staring at, by the way. Those people are producer level to club members. You can become a club member by going to weathercenter.com and looking for the club. And if you become a producer, we'll throw your name up there too. Or your business name. You pick.